Hey guys, Tim here for another episode of Tim's Take. It's been quite a while, and that's just because I've been pretty busy. A lot of you, I'm pretty sure, have seen me at a number of local shows here in the Carolinas, and that's pretty much in all my spare time what I spend my time doing and preparing for. So I still continue to buy and collect a number of things, a lot of Spider-Man, Ninja Turtles, X-Men. That's usually my go-to, but today, or actually this weekend, I bought something a little different, something that was just something really cool that I had seen that reminded me of a horror movie that I had enjoyed and still enjoy sometimes now, just to put on and it's one of those 80s campy kind of horror movies where it's like, you can chuckle at a lot of it and just, have fun with it. So just for now, let me talk to you guys real quick about these VHSs that I had picked up at Morganton Comic Con this weekend. Right here, we've got. Now, if some of you guys are as old as me or older, you guys remember when places like Burger King used to give away free toys and do really cool things. Same thing with McDonald's. It wasn't like cheap little stuff, here and there, but some really awesome stuff. So, for example, here's something that I still have, a little Return of the Jedi glass. Now, this I did not pick up this weekend, but it's just an example. This was something that you would get at Burger King. Get a Happy Meal, and you can get yourself, I forget what you would pay, but you can get yourself a Star Wars Return of the Jedi glass. Now, can you? No, have not seen anything like that. If you were a member of, or not a member, but they had this thing called the Burger King Kids Club, and you would get like all sorts of like Ninja Turtle toys and really cool these big buttons and that kind of stuff was really neat to always try and get. These right here are not those buttons or any of those little toys, but you would actually get some of the cartoons. And I picked these up in Morganton this weekend. So, I saw these, and I typically don't use my VCR, but this is just something for me to put out and kind of like have it on display with a lot of my other turtle stuff. On top of that, Chris Riggio, from Beardy Weirdy, as you guys know, good buddy of mine. He always has some really neat, or pretty often gets a lot of really neat collection of toys or mostly video games and comic books. And this past weekend, video games pretty much took the cake for me. So picked up some games that I have not even ever played before, and I don't really buy the games for mint condition cases and anything like that. I buy the games because I still play with them. So I want to try out like Indiana Jones, and Back to the Future 3. It's just kind of neat stuff like that, and for the NES system, he had the first Back to the Future game. I don't know if any of you guys remember a movie called The Rocketeer. I had never played this, but wanted to give it a try. Metal Gear. Never played this, but just looked pretty cool. So, and then on top of that, I did purchase an entire NES system from him. So, and yes, I've got 2 controllers to go with it and all the cables. So, once I get it cleaned up, I'll connect it and play it on my tube TV. Yes, I have a tube TV that I use for my older games because there is nothing like using, an older tube TV for old console games. That and, when you use like a gun to play stuff like Duck Hunt and stuff like that, you just can't use the new flat screens. They don't work. Moving along, my buddy Russ from Capital Land Collectibles, he was there at Morganton Comic Con, and he had hooked me up. I needed just one more figure from the X-Men 97 run to complete the first run of figures that they put out. Now I know they have more coming out. We've got Nightcrawler and Cyclops coming out, but he had Storm, and I needed Storm to complete this first run. I'll probably get the rest of them as the next series comes out. I think it's an awesome looking figure. I love that they're still using plastic, so it's it's got a display there. People like myself who still keeps things mint in their packaging, that works well for me. So as for the items that I purchased that I don't typically buy, or I typically don't gravitate to, but have enjoyed the movies many years ago. Check this out here. Okay, now a lot of you will probably remember, and probably you'll say, oh man, that was a stupid movie, but it was fun, and to me it still kind of is. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. So, and I mean, you can just see the size of this figure. So, he had Slim, okay? It looks like this is just the first wave, and that there looks like there's going to be another one. So, I do look forward to seeing that wave. So, we have Slim, we have Shorty. Kind of funny. I always had a friend in high school, or she's still my friend today, that I had nicknamed Shorty. Looks kind of like her. And then Fatso. So that was it. I mean, the detail on these things, the size of them, it was just calling my name. How to get them. Not sure where I'm going to put them, in my office or in my loft, but that's what that is. So, upcoming shows, guys. Be on lookout. We will be this weekend in Matthews at Matthews Comic Con. We'll be on the same day. We'll be at Power Comic Con in Florence, and then the next day we will be at Carolina Vintage Comic Con. So you know, be on the lookout. We'll be at those 3 shows, and I'm trying to think. We have a number of other shows. We have Charlotte Comic Con this month. We have oh geez, it's quite a few shows, and you know, some of them are just escaping my mind right now. You know, we've got Hickory. We have Hickory show is coming up, and yeah, I don't know. I'll be posting these shows though, and I'll be keeping everybody in the loop as of to where we're gonna be. We get new toys all the time. We get new comic books all the time. Not for me personally, although sometimes it is, but for us to sell and bring to you guys, and hopefully a lot of you guys have a passion for chasing and collecting things like I always have. So till next time, chasers, keep collecting, keep chasing.